title and wonder what the fuck is this about. Let me add a little thing to this here. So there was an article, and actually I knew about this days ago because this was published on the 19th. However, I'm just now getting around to this because I've just haven't had time. The Atlantic is a subscription-based news organization, supposedly news, and they've had some good shit. You know, I'm not gonna lie, some of their shit's pretty good. Not all of it, such as this. So I don't really want to get too political on this. All right, that's not my intention. My intention is, you know, to really see why the fuck they would even say this. First of all, Grammy Wood, staff writer. All right, it looks like a typical Trump article. You know, dissing, insulting, he was shitty, blah 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 blah. You know, that's fine, whatever. You know, but then when you do a control F on here and you search Juggalo, this is the concerning part. Here ends the easy part. Options for what comes next are harder to imagine and have left everyone casting into a dark vacant pool for the right paradigm. The Federalist Papers do not contemplate a Juggalo in exile post-presidency. Okay, first of all, why do you have to bring Juggalos into this? Like, what the fuck does Juggalos have to do with Trump? Nothing. Juggalos are not a political organization. There's no fucking need. I don't see them bringing in Young Thug stands. I don't see them bringing in fucking Taylor Swift stands. Why the fuck they got to bring in Juggalos, right? There's no need for that shit. What this motherfucker just must have a thing against Juggalos. I don't know. But there's no fucking need to bring them into this because they had nothing to do with Trump at all. So let's look deeper into this. Trump won an election. One generation of political juggalos was punishment enough. Trump never claimed to be a juggalo. He's 72? No, 73, 74, something like that. Why the fuck would he be a juggalo? All right. So there's no need to just for this motherfucker to just start hating on a group of people who enjoy a certain type of music. I mean, if you're gonna hate on juggalos, you need to include other fucking shit too. You could tell this guy's biased. You can definitely tell he's biased. He doesn't include, like I mentioned, stands for the Taylor Swift, Young Thug, Future, fucking any other country music shit. I mean, nothing. Just pulls out juggalos. Just, I guess, because juggalos are an easy target for him, I guess. I don't know. But then, and I didn't search this quote. From the Atlantic, according to Fago Lovers, from the Atlantic, at noon tomorrow, our 4-year experiment is being governed by the political equivalent of the Insane Clown Posse will finally end. It is ending in Juggalo style. Some have called it Trumpalo. I've never heard that. Violently and pointlessly, with a handful of deaths, the smearing of various bodily fluids, and a riot on the way out. All right, so let me pull up the Stereo Gum article too. So, why? When do Juggalos do that shit? There was that march, the Juggalo march, and I don't recall ever hearing about any of this shit. And Trumpalo, what the fuck is Trumpalo? Fuck that. Like what? Who that? I don't know who this person is. But he just insulted thousands and thousands and thousands of people all at once. And has no reason, there's no reason to do that. Juggalos didn't do anything to this motherfucker. Not that I know. I mean, maybe he personally got his ass beat by some people who claim to be juggalos when he was younger. I don't know. But it just seems like somebody's got a grudge and there's no reason for it. Now, I don't ever recall hearing about juggalos being violent with and causing a handful of deaths, smearing various bodily fluids, and rioting. I know there was some shit that went down in a couple of the gatherings, or one or two gatherings, whatever. But that was gatherings. That was not the fucking White House. That was not a fucking um that was not a fucking government piece of property there. And that did not involve all the American people or concern the American people. So what the fuck is this guy even talking about? So Violent J blasted it, just blasted, and he texted HuffPost. I love how these sources, it's like it takes four people to get the fucking to get to the legit article and shit. So here's the actual article in a series of texts. I can't believe The Atlantic would hire a writer, presumably for his expertise in journalism, who's that off the mark, as well as an editor for his or her fact-checking abilities, who obviously lives within a reality separate from our own when it comes to defining who juggalos truly are and what they're about, he wrote. Yeah, juggalos aren't about violence. Juggalos aren't about any of that shit. Violence, smearing bodily fluids. We might nut in your sister's butt, you know? I mean, we're not gonna fucking... We're not just shitting everywhere and wiping it on walls like supposedly some of the people did in the Capitol insurrection. We're not doing that shit, you know? We spray paint and tag and stuff. The porta potties at gatherings. Okay, that's porta potties at gatherings. That has nothing to do. Let me get rid of this shit. This is annoying me. That has nothing to do with Trump. That has nothing to do with the GOP. That has nothing to do with the Democrats. Nothing to do with the government at all. At all. And you can see Violent J even said, I mean, if we were really like how that guy depicts us juggalos to be in the Atlantic piece, would Violent J really have tweeted out would he have tweeted out that we're not hosting the gathering? No. If juggalos were really like what that guy tried to depict and compared to Trump, he would have hosted the gathering. He wouldn't have given a fuck. Violent J would not have given a shit about juggalos and kept everything going on, had no safety precautions, and etc. There's no reason for him to make this comparison. Nothing. And Jay, in a follow-up text, the truth is it fucking hurts, and it's scary seeing professional adults acting like savage bullies. And noted that it makes ICP fans easy targets because they're so misunderstood. Also added, sad little bullshit like this makes me question the media in general and lose a little faith in just about everything I fucking read. So, even this dude, is that a dude? Make sure. This person, let's say this person. Thug and Molly Raw. Well, alright, we'll just say this person. So this person was that fucking, even said we were that fucking wrong. You know, that's crazy. See, a very kind, inclusive community. Exactly. I don't know any juggalos, any true juggalos who are fucking cocksuckers, assholes, sons of bitches. I don't know any of them. And then look, they even asked VJ how he would define a juggalo, and he gave all this information. Welcoming, warm, funny, encouraging, creative, understanding, thoughtful, loyal, faithful, down to the end, open-minded, non-judgmental, trustworthy, funny as fuck, real, unique, down as could be, fearless, proud, loud, hardworking, deep, friendly, reliable, and fucking mad fun. And that is a Juggalo right there. That is a Juggalo. And what they did and their comparison in the Atlantic is fucking ridiculous. So it sucks that I had to go all the way to this goddamn they had to go to this goddamn article just go to the 2 or 3 different little links just to get to this fucking article. And actually, let me post this article on here because this will make it easy for me to make easier for all of you, whoever watches this, to review this in the future and take a look at this. Trying to get to the video, but I can't because it's live. What the fuck ever. Yeah, this is Playboy Ratchet eating calamari. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Juggalos aren't like what this guy's depicting. This is probably somebody who has no knowledge of the Juggalos at all. Probably has never met one in their entire fucking life. Probably lives in Manhattan, New York, in a $5 million fucking apartment overlooking the goddamn Central Park. I mean, this person has no idea. And being stereotyped is something that I'm used to and something that I know Juggalos are used to. And we don't like it. I don't like it. Juggalos don't like it. And of course, I say we, I mean, as a Juggalo myself, I don't find it funny. I don't find it appealing at all. It's hard to say, oh yeah, I like ICP and shit. People look at you different and they fucking just think of you as, oh god, look at this, weirdo and shit. Some might think, look at this loser. Some might think, look at, what the fuck? Are you still in high school? Fuck all those people that think that shit. Because, as Violent J mentioned, there are many traits to being a Juggalo. And this guy is way off the fucking mark. And I just don't see why he brought this out of nowhere. Because there's nothing Juggalo related to Trump at all. So I don't understand it. So yeah, just I'll post links in the video so you guys could see it if you want to. We're gonna skip Stereo Gum. We're gonna go straight to the motherfucking source. We're gonna skip Bagel Lovers, and we're gonna go straight to the source for this shit. So yeah, that's about it for that. Just fuck the Atlantic. I probably just wouldn't read anything from there. I know you only get a few free articles a month there, and I wasted one of them by looking at that bullshit. And I haven't read the article all the way through, and I'm not going to because it's all about Trump and shit. And I don't care. He's out of office. It's done. I'm ready to move past all that shit. So I just wanted to see what they said about Juggalos, and it's fucking wild. It's wild. It's way off the mark. Yeah, I hope I hope things get better in the COVID world. The vaccine stuff is getting ready to, ramp up. I hope. I pre-registered the other day, last week, so hopefully I can get mine relatively soon. So as far as what else is going on, I mean, not much, at least with me. I had to create this new channel so I can go live. Hopefully more people start viewing it and, can come over here and see me going live and hang out and we can shoot the shit like we used to. Just know I won't be putting any Patreon stuff up here on this channel. But I will keep updating those links in the paste bin file, so you don't have to worry about that. Those will still be there. Well, I shouldn't say I'll update them. Somebody will update them because I'm not the only one with access. But those will keep being updated, as time moves on and shit. Remember, just archive should be legit and straight for that stuff. Yeah, this just kind of reading this just kind of it's just hurtful to juggalos. I mean, ICP has been a fucking laughing stock for many years, but they do a lot of good things, and juggalos do a lot of good things. Um, so it just kind of sucks to be grouped in with Trump and that when there's nothing even remotely similar between a juggalo and a MAGA supporter or a Trumper or whatever, or as they say, a Trumpalo, which fuck that. Don't, you know what? That word's banned. All right. I'm setting the bar right now. Trumpalo is banned, dog. There is no fucking Trumpalo. All right. But there's nothing remotely similar to it. But yeah, I will start returning more on here. I will upload this video to the old channel. And if you're watching this on the old channel, just try to migrate over to here. I will be going live on here more, and I will not be getting copyright strikes on here. So hopefully it won't hinder it. This going live at all. But for now, I'm out. Have a good Saturday. If you're working, work hard, make that money, earn that income. I know a lot of people are struggling right now. I get it. It sucks. I hope things get better for the world as a whole. And I will be back soon.